Hello dear Scorpio, welcome to your April 2025 reading. 2025. Feel free to always check your sun, moon and ascendant signs or even your personal planets. You will always find a link in the info box below where you can calculate your birth chart. Then you will also know where your planets are positioned, in which signs. And then you can also watch the corresponding signs, the corresponding videos for them. I definitely recommend that you always watch the astrological forecast for the respective month, the astrological forecast for April. At the end of the video, I will link it for you down here in the corner. You can simply click on it. There is a playlist stored for the astrological forecast that I also make throughout the month. Exactly. Always remember that the roles in a reading can be reversed. Time is always relative. And these are always collective readings. General readings, but of course it may also be that not everything will align with you and this reading here. Apologies. And all important information, all important links, and also the cards I use can always be found below in the info box. And everything I currently offer can be found on my website. So let's take a look what wants to come to you in April. I keep seeing the High Priestess under the deck. Spirituality, intuition. Yes, perhaps also becoming more intuitive, becoming more spiritual. It's about making decisions, life-changing decisions, intuitive decisions. We also have the King of Cups under the deck, very intuitive, very emotional. What do you love? In this, it's always about making decisions with the lovers. Out of love, not necessarily for another person, but always for yourself. You must always think of yourself, that you make decisions that feel right for you. These are important decisions you want to make, or an important decision, a life-changing decision, or even decisions. First card. You are still holding on to something or someone. Here we have the King of Kings, King of Pentacles, and also the Nine of Swords. Someone who gives you headaches, someone who has disappointed you, someone who has disappointed you, someone who made you suffer or is still making you suffer or will make you suffer. King of Pentacles, this is always someone who has stability, who is also content, who is also financially well off. This can also be a boss, or as I said, it can be your energy. I would say it's more about that you are holding on to someone here, to someone who can also be very stubborn, right? But I would actually say here, there's no point in holding on. If we look at the next cards, there's already the wake-up call. You have to make a decision here about how to proceed. And that's really what it's about here. You have to make a decision about how to proceed here. So, I have the feeling that the person will disappoint you over and over again. Or continue to disappoint you. Nine of Wands. Yes, how long do you want to keep holding on, having received the Lovers as the first card? It's about making decisions. That's basically, so to speak, your main theme for April. That you have to make decisions, like in 3 or make an important decision. But I rather have the feeling that you are clinging to every straw, that you actually can't anymore, not anymore. Yes, you don't want to keep fighting any longer, and I see you already very exhausted. If you want to change here, then it's about moving towards that change now. Amused. I enjoy life. Just look where you want to go, where it leads you, and what you want. Decide on something long-term or a relationship on equal footing. Speak it out and then see what comes of it. But holding on to this, fighting for it, will lead to nothing. I'm telling you this now. And with the advice of fate, fateful new changes are coming your way. New opportunities. Seize your destiny here. Seize this opportunity and be ready to change your destiny. I have mentioned this over and over again in the last videos. Only you can change your destiny. Only you can hear, so to speak. If you want a change but change nothing, nothing will change. And you can change everything now. If you are ready to make that decision. And we have the Three of Wands. You will turn your back on someone here. With the Three of Wands, we also see someone here who is dressed in green, actually green too, but I meant to say red, dressed up. So it also tells me here in love, you will turn around and say you are going the path now that you love. You will embark on a completely new path here. Yes. And along the way, the Queen of Wands. She is the doer. Your old self may go. Do you also see the red cloak here? Your old Amit self will go. You will leave the past behind here. You will let go of something, let go of someone here. So here is definitely the end. I see that. Yeah. Yes. The Knight of Cups. And that's what I said. If you go in love, someone will notice, hey, there might actually be a feeling. I have the feeling that someone is on the way. Whether it's the same person who suddenly changes their mind and says, hey, don't let, yes, but that's a slow energy. So it might also be that it doesn't show up in April yet. But this is someone who becomes aware, hey, there are indeed feelings. I become aware of the feelings. I am indeed in love. I have feelings there, or there are feelings involved. It becomes clear to someone here, and that's the energy that one sets out on the path. That one also wants to confess the feeling somewhere. But it's a very slow energy, and you can also see here there's hesitation. The water is not yet touched, so there's still hesitation, so it's not yet fully clear to someone, but it could also be your energy, that you now say, I'm going the path I love, but is it really what I love? Only that you become aware here whether it is really the right path. There are various possibilities. Be ready to act, yes. Be ready to take the initiative here. And it is very, very important that you make a decision. There we have the moon. And under the deck, the Five of Coins. Not a good idea. Retreat. Leave situations where you are suffering. Again, I have already mentioned it here. We also had the Nine of Swords. Leave situations where you are suffering, where you are in lack. If you have people in your environment who are in lack, you are also in lack. That's how it is. When you are in lack, you also attract people who are in lack. Try to get out of this situation, but it is continuously from 4 to 5. When you let go, you realize I am actually in lack. Here I was still holding on. Here I actually want to leave the lack, the situation. You can see here how the two want to leave. They no longer want to stay there. And the Hermit is also always someone who retreats. Who becomes aware of it and who actually knows the answers are already within us. You actually already know it. You come to new insights, to new ways of thinking. Spiritual, perhaps also we have seen the High Priestess. Maybe you will become a spiritual sage. And yes, you also need a bit of retreat. The time for you in April with the moon, you still don't know where the journey is going. And I also believe you don't yet know this path that you are taking here, how it goes, where it leads, where it would I lead to when I do the reading now. We are then also shortly before the full moon, we now have the moon card. It can actually mean for some that the full moon is very important, depending on when you watch the video. It can also be that the new moon at the end of the month will be important for you. Or there is already a moon that was important for you. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention. Or listen more to your intuition, to your instincts. I also have to say, pay attention to signs. Pay attention to your dreams. You will find the right path. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now. I will now lay another row of cards for you in the continuation. Then we'll see what else is coming your way. I will draw a power animal for you. Which power animal will accompany you in April? Then I will draw a soul message for you. We will draw an angel message for you. This can be advice for you or an answer to your question. And afterwards, we will also draw love messages for you. You now have the choice to view the continuation through 2 different links. On the German channel, on the other channels, there is currently only one link. That is always the first link. It leads you to my website. There you can always view the continuation individually. It's very important that you also always receive 2 emails. The first email is the confirmation email, where you have your invoice. Then you receive a second email where you have a button that directs you to the continuation. Also, feel free to check the spam folder. The email can indeed end up in the spam folder. Then you also have the option to watch the continuation through the channel membership on YouTube. That is the second link. It then leads you to the continuation of the channel membership. However, you can only watch the video if you are a channel member, starting from when it takes place. You will find a third link here, which is the section for my channel membership. There you can sign up for a channel membership, starting from the second level community bronze. You have full access to all continuations of the monthly, or April reading continuation of the monthly reading. And you can always find these links below in the info box and also in the top comment. I look forward to welcoming you there soon. And to everyone else, I wish a wonderful April. All the best and see you at the next reading.